Thank you everybody for coming early. Thank you for all the work. Thank you for resume the time of energy we have for showing us. Okay, just before we start our session for today, we're going to sing three songs together. They're all written and composed by Martin. They're embedded with high positive energy. So let's sing along and to uplift our energy as we learn from each other tonight. So the first song is the prayer of the
Offering the prayer of love, wishing everybody well. Worry free. end of time. More fortune than you need, mind and body never aged, filled with sweetness and joy, forever blessed till the end of time. World peace and bright sunshine, man and woman happy and free, abundance of virtue, blissful joy, love is found everywhere. The beauty of hills and oceans makes you smile forevermore. Embrace the love to infinity, having peace and serenity. Embrace the prayer of love. Prayer of love. Offering the prayer of love, wishing everybody well. Worry free till the end of time. More fortune than you need, mind and body never age, filled with sweetness and joy, forever blessed till the end of time. World peace and bright sunshine, man and woman happy and free, abundance of virtue, blissful joy, love is found everywhere. The beauty of hills and oceans makes you smile forevermore. Embrace the love to infinity, having peace and serenity. Embrace the prayer of love. World peace and bright sunshine, man and woman happy and free, abundance of virtue, blissful joy, love is found everywhere. The beauty of hills and oceans makes you smile forevermore. Embrace the love to infinity, having peace and serenity. Embrace the prayer of love. Having peace and serenity. Embrace the prayer of love. Having peace and serenity. Embrace the prayer of
offering the prayer of love. Wish everybody well. Worry free till the end of time. More fortune than to me. A mind calling, never age. Filled with sweetness and joy. Forever best to the end of time. Indeed, we're all so blessed in this hospital. And we know that all this is for something and everything's done. So let's sing the next one together. The mercy of peace.
Because of the sun, life is bright and shining. The world is happy, everything is lively. Because of the sun, I become stronger. Because of the sun, I find my direction. Because of the sun, I have clarity. Because of the sun, I regain my peace. Because of the sun, I let go my pain. Because of the sun, I rise and shine. Because of the sun, we have abundance and hope in life. To fulfill the hopes and dreams that we once had. This love touches us deeply. Ever since then, the sun is with us everywhere. This resonance is a brand new experience which creates amazing life stories. We are extremely lucky, extremely fortunate. Because of the sun, life becomes glorious. Hope all of us can resonate and enjoy this feeling every moment. Let's spread love to the world to allow more people to benefit. Because of the sun, life becomes prosperous. Because of the sun, I accelerate. Because of the sun, future's in my hands. Because of the sun, I'm motivated. Because of the sun, I am amazed. Life with the sun, I feel free. Sun within me, life is eternity. Sun in my heart, my wishes come true. Sun in my soul, I rise and shine. Blessings from the sun, I sing with my heart. Because of the sun, life is so completed. Grateful to the sun, my love to the sun. Because of the sun, love in harmony.
sun, life is bright and shiny. The world is happy, everything is lively. Because of the sun, I become stronger. Because of the sun, I find my direction. Because of the sun, I have clarity. I reclaim my peace and let go of pain. And because of the sun, I rise and shine. So of course now, all now as you believe in love, you begin a totally new journey. So let's sing the next song together. Fountain.
有份情值得一生期待，有份爱增添生命好精彩。深深祝福从天地发来，打造亮丽黄金舞台。这份情广阔如星辰大海，绵延汹涌澎湃。这份爱穿越雾霾，让我看明白，天地之光在的彩，引领我迈开，走过自怜自爱情怀。从此浮云开，有份情值得一生期待，有份爱增添生命好精彩。深深祝福从天地发来，打造梦幻黄金舞台。这份情广阔如星辰大海，绵延汹涌澎湃。这份爱穿越雾霾，让我看明白，天地之光在的彩，引领我迈开，走过自怜自爱情怀。从此浮云开，黄金旅程即将来展开，好好珍惜这份情，我等待，快把握这份真爱，现在精彩。跟随恩师脚步引领，永得彩。珍惜这份太阳情，莫等待。把握这份真挚爱，好精彩。天地已打造梦幻舞台。这份永恒情缘，黄金旅程海，把握这份永恒情缘，黄金旅程海。
manifestation. A love that adds brilliant colors to life, bringing blessings echo from the universe, creating a radiant golden stage. This love is vast, like the starry sky and ocean, searching and boundless. This love pierces through the haze, making things clear to me. The light from the universe cultivates virtue and wisdom, guiding my steps, walking past self-pity and sorrow. Fortune unfolds from here on. Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year. First of all, my deepest gratitude to Master Tetsan, deepest gratitude to the universe, and deepest gratitude to the Almighty Sun. And it's great to see everybody once again. 1 week flew past very, very fast. A lot of things like happening in the last 7 days. Some of us are busy traveling, some of us are busy eating, but do we still remember we have to be busy cultivating, right? So thank you for coming back to class once again. For those who are early, just now I hope you've enjoyed a very, very simple food. We just get together. I think the most important thing is the time we bond together rather than the thing in terms of quantity. Mostly what is important is actually the quality. So once again, thank you for coming back from the class. My name is Eileen. I'm one of the hosts for tonight. Let's introduce my co-host.
Hi, thank you, Eileen, and good evening, everyone. Yes, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. This is day 3 of the Chinese New Year. We are back here to recharge because we have been spending 1 whole week eating and visiting and doing a lot of things for Chinese New Year. Together, we are family members, and we are back to the classroom to do our motivations. Yes, energy is important. Let's resonate together tonight and let's speak together and do our sharings together. All right, thank you. Gratitude to our Master Texter, gratitude to the Mighty Sun, and gratitude to the universe, gratitude to everyone here tonight, and gratitude to the friends in the overseas. Thank you.
Alright, first of all, please allow me to first introduce our Master Tetsan. Master Tetsan is a world-leading expert in energy management, a renowned speaker, a top-selling author, a humanitarian, and a Nobel Peace Prize nominee. He's also the founder of Richest Life, a personal and professional growth and wellness center, teaching people self-healing and life mastery. Master Tetsan has trained high-tech executives, CEOs, government officials, doctors, and tens of thousands of people worldwide. In 2010, he wrote his first book, Super Life Secret Codes, a life manual that reveals the secret codes of managing energy to create a super extraordinary life. This book has become a global sensation and transformed people's lives all over the world. Since then, Master Sun has written over 70 books now and given tens of thousands of lectures and consultations. His book, Say No to Depression, is a breakthrough in mental health and has been recognized and endorsed by Western and Chinese doctors to help people overcome chronic depression, anxiety, insomnia, and other mental health problems. Master Sun's energy management system teaches people to mobilize their innate natural ability to become a self-generator of positive energy so that they can recharge and take control of their lives. I'm grateful to Master Tetsan, who has founded the Richest Life organization, and at this point of time, as a gentle reminder to all of us, as we are learning here from each and every one of us, we just want to be reminded that in this system, we want to promote simplicity and purity. So please refrain from any soliciting, any business transaction among each other, any money laundering issue, and of course, what's very important is we want to be able to stay composed so that we can manage our emotions as we do not affect each other in this learning journey. And what we want to transpire is all about positive energy. Okay, so of course, we have familiar faces. We have people who has not been here for a while. Maybe they'll come back to our classroom again. Of course, we have Xu Ying right? Yeah, yes, Wan Ying, and we are the famous 3 daughter and 1 mother. Yeah, but the other 大姐不在哈，是大姐吧？大姐 a bit not feeling well. So otherwise you'll see the 3 sister and the mother, the famous 3 sister and the mother. Okay, all right. So before we start, Rebecca, would you like to introduce her?
No, I think, okay. Yes, we welcome us, Sri, and then welcome people back here. Yes, we are looking onto our book one again, Supervisor Code. This is our most handy book. If there's any problems, this book we will repeat and repeat because this is a very important book. So people who have any problems can actually pick the books open and find your answer in the book also. So let's going to start our books. supervised secret code, and we're going to invite our reading angel, Lisa and Simi, to read for us on the front page and the back of the book. And today we are going into our chapter 1 on the stage 16 later on. Yes. And today the second book will be read by Adeline and Anthony. Mr. Xu is actually a private for celebrating his Chinese New Year. Next time we'll get Chinese to read with him. Yeah, next week. Alright, let's begin on our book cover.
Everybody got the book cover？我们先读封面，然后再读背面，然后再来。
Supervised secret codes, the key to unlock your life by Master Jackson. Book contains simple ideas with the power to resolve all your problems and revolutionize your understanding of life. Whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, or anyone with a different faith or spiritual practice, we all face daily challenges in our unique journey of life. Supervised secret codes is your compass. The secret codes in this book transcend the boundaries of religions and speak to you from the vast universe. They will end your struggle and bring forth an eternal spiritual life full of happiness and wisdom. This book will illuminate your future like the bright sun and bring rich abundance into your life. Your soul will echo with the vibrations of the cosmos. These secrets from nature will guide you to be empowered from the infinite cosmic energy and transform the blueprint of your life, embracing the happiness generated by the supervised secret codes.
Let's turn to our page 16. Simi is going to start reading on the first paragraph and then followed by Lisa. Let's get 第66页。16页。哦，第16页。Alright, let's begin, Simi.
On the second and third day of our gathering, I continue to ask Frenchie about the next problems. Frenchie replied, everything in life can be big or small. Only you can determine what role you want to play at each stage of life. If you are not clear about it, even if God tries to show you the way, you still will not listen. From His word, I know that Frenchie must have something exciting in store for us. On the seventh day of the gathering, I casually asked Frenchie about Alex's problem again. This time, he gave a different answer. He asked Alex, "Do you clearly think about your own problems in the past few days?" "I try to think clearly," said Alex, "but there are so many problems in my life that even if I can identify the problems clearly, I still wouldn't know what to do. I can't just do what I want to do to resolve this problem." Alex then emphasized that he still suffered from the stomach pain near his liver at night. He glanced over at Alex and saw that he looked pale and ill. Frenchie then said, "You don't faint. I can meet you in this gathering. I see your sincerity and as you have not missed a day in the past 7 days. They say I will solve your problems tonight, but you need to use your wisdom and sincerity to answer the question I'm going to ask you." You could tell that Alex was nervous, but there was no other way to solve his problem with the ability he had at the time. So he agreed to Frankie's request to honestly and diligently answer all the questions. "Do you really want to solve your problems?" Frankie asked. Alex responded, "Every morning when I open my eyes, I wish that God or some divine power can save me from this rolling quicksand. But no matter how I cry for help, There's been no change. I have been tormented for so long that I have become numb. Benji asked again in serious tone. Do you really want to solve your problems? This time Alex seemed to understand that he needed to respond with a firm yes or no. Alex sat silently for 5 seconds and spoke. I truly wish to resolve all of my problems now. If you have this strong will and desire, then you must willingly accept and carry out the request and solution I am going to give you. This conversation we are having now is not for gain, and everything we say has a purpose. As long as you face the problem wholeheartedly and commit to your word as promised, then everything will gradually be solved one by one. I will do anything as long as it can help me resolve my problems. Alex responded. Good. Let me take care of everything you cannot solve by yourself. The trouble that has been bothering you for a long time will be resolved tonight. In order to solve your problem, I ask that you do not remain in the US any longer, since you are an immigrant here. Return to your country, start over, and regain the family you once had. At the time, I had not known Alex's entire story, but it seemed like Frankie already know all of Alex's problems. Later on, I learned that Alex came to America to earn his PhD, and his wife and children later also immigrated to the US, and they lived together legally. Soon after, his wife and children begged him to return to their country. Alex decided to achieve his American dream using whatever means necessary to stay in America. Unfortunately, that was not on his side. His various plans and strategies did not help him achieve his goal, and later his immigration status became illegal. His wife and children could not forgive him for staying behind in America, nor would they accept his return home. Thus, he lost his family, his job, and everything he had dreamed of achieving in America. So, when Frederick asked him to return to his country, he embarrassingly replied, "It's very difficult for me to return to my country to confront my family, especially since we have been away from each other for so long that we have drifted apart and now we often argue on the phone due to our different opinions. If you believe that everything I ask of you is to help you solve your problems, then this problem will be solved only if you follow my instruction. This is my first request and you already cannot comply. If this is the case, it will be very difficult to continue helping you." Sitting next to Alex, I tried to pursue him. You have this opportunity today to have friendship attend to your problems, and everyone here can help you with your situation. It's rare to have such luck in life. If you do not see this opportunity, there will be no one else who can help you solve your problems. Thank you.
Alex unwillingly agreed to Frenchie's request, but from his eyes I saw that Alex was even more perplexed. I assumed that Alex was thinking whether Frenchie's advice was supposed to help him or ruin him. Deep in Alex's mind, he thought that there was no way that his problems could be solved so easily. I told Alex, in the past week, you have heard and saw what Frenchie has taught us, and you know that he is not an ordinary human being. Let his wisdom guide you and guide you to a better future. It will be better than being stuck in your own world and unable to break step forward. I saw Benji still looking at Alex, smiling, and then he said, "Everything depends on your decision. I can only show you which path is more beneficial." At first, Alex still had his own ideas in mind, but after my persuasion, he replied with firmness, "Okay, I will listen to you, and I sincerely hope that I will achieve all that I promise you. I can return to my country, but I don't have the ability to purchase an air ticket. What should I do? After Alex's determined reply to Benji, I interrupted. Don't worry about the air ticket. We will help you. When Alex agreed to follow Benji's instruction to return to his country to start a new life and to face new challenges, I could see the outcome of the story with a positive and complete ending. The path we originally chose, Benji continued, will only lead you to death in the US. It was inevitable that would be the result of your own choice. That is why I insisted you think clearly about your problems. Now that you have agreed to my request and will return to your country and not stay here illegally, it is easier for me to help you. Also, because of the devotion that you have shown this week and your sincere attitude in your quest for the truth, you have earned a ticket for the trip home. Therefore, I will help you resolve your problems, including your physical problems. At this moment, all your pain and illness will be eliminated. I saw Benji nodded his head and seemed to be given a command in his eyes. Benji continued, right now, I would like you to close your eyes and repent deeply for all the wrongdoings you have committed in the past. I saw the corner of Alex's eyes fill with tears. Although the help Benji offered Alex was not of a physical kind, Alex's problems were being solved one by one. Benji asked Alex to sit in his seat and take a few deep breaths with his eyes closed, repent for his deepest sins, reflect about his past, and also think about new hopes in his future. I remained by his side and waited for Alex to finish. After a few minutes, Alex opened his eyes. Benji asked him to take another deep breath and asked him how was his abdominal pain. I saw the surprise on Alex's face. It seemed like an enormous load had been lifted from him. A few minutes ago, I still felt the troubling pain in my body, but now I don't feel anything anymore. Benji smiled and said, you must remember the promises you have made today. Walk your path wisely. I took another look at Alex and realized that he no longer looked ill. Color had returned to his face and he looked more peaceful and alive. In my decades of religious involvement, I have seen many miracles, but a miracle such as this was definitely the first. There was no ceremony, no rituals, and only simple conversation between Benji and Alex. But then immediately there was a drastic change in Alex. I was astonished, surprised, and amazed by Benji. I then asked Benji, how come within a fraction of a second, Alex seemed to have become a totally different person? How can it be possible? Everything in the world is about power and data, Benji replied. During our conversation, I used my power to rearrange Alex's data. I used my ability to command and order, thus causing Alex to have a 180-degree change immediately. After Benji's explanation, there was still a lot I could not understand, and it only made me more curious. I continued to ask Benji about Alex's future and what Alex can do to improve his life after he returns to his country. Benji replied, as long as he keeps his promise and takes one step at a time on what he needs to do, all the problems will be gone and the unpredictable future will naturally fall into place without him thinking and worrying too much about it. No matter where he goes, opportunities will be there for him and the right path will lead. Benji turned to Alex. Since you have decided to return home, do not delay and do not stay here where you see no future and hope. Arrange your airplane ticket and begin your journey home. Alex did not wish to depart so quickly because he felt that he had learned so much from Benji, and he wanted to stay longer to learn more or fear that there would be no more chance. However, Benji disagreed and asked Alex to return home immediately. A week later, Alex started on his journey home. It seemed as if Benji was telling a story or describing a scene from a movie, but everything really happened in front of my eyes. Alex was also very excited. He never thought he would so willingly face his fears and return home to begin his life. If he had not met Benji, he would not have been committed to these plans and decisions. Even though he made this commitment and decision, he still had some doubt. But the miracle that he experienced with his dream going away really sealed the deal and pushed him to go through with his promise. And so he was off to begin a new chapter of his life. I wondered how Alex, a highly educated man, down on his luck, would do competing with the other people in his country. He had every plans of connections. 3 weeks after returning home, he had not seen his wife or children, and there was no improvement in his life. The only thing he had was some help from his parents and older brother. Some people believe events in the world are coincidences. Others believe they are destined. If the script says this is how his life will play out, then the story will follow the script and play out as it was meant. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sydney and Crystal. Yeah, everything is data. Everything is power and data. I think we imagine we are Alex at the university before we joined in supervised secret code. And the master is always helping us to cure the problem, to solve the problem, because Alex presently have a lot of problems. He's in green, and he is actually not in a legal immigrations from immigrate from other countries. So he also has some health problems with his stomach problems, and then with his family problems. Reading on this recall back, I think there is some sentences talking about us previously, and then we come into supervised secret code. We know is the world is all about power and data, and it is also we worry too much. We also turn into the bed of the attractions. So by master teachings, and then we actually can turn into a proper lifestyle and proper path, and a very grateful master and giving us the meditations we call as visualizations, and then we teachings and let's to do with repentance. That's what we have actually passed, did something wrong in the past, and then this is the things that we can help to solve our problems. So we are grateful to our master come in with this book, Supervised Secret Codes, to help us to solve our problems, and also can say that is a miracle happens to us. So, all right, I read anything to thank you.
Yes, thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Samir, and thank you, Rebecca, for coming up. Yes, indeed. In fact, I think I captured a few keywords in the message that we read just now. So on page 16, right? So everything in life can be big or small. Only you can determine what role you want to play at each stage of life. If you're not clear about it, even if God tries to show you the way, you still will not listen. And it says here, did you clearly think about your own problems in the past few days? So this is exactly why Martha always asks us to do reflection, right? Because we need to think upon our problems. But when we think of problems, what we are trying to find, we're trying to find a solution, right? We don't want to dwell on the problem and every day become a whining baby. Whine. So while we want to reflect, we identify the root to the problem. Then, with the right solution, we will apply the techniques that we learned as the book. That's how we can resolve a lot of problems in life. So, actually, our problems, is that boyfriend, girlfriend, is you love me or not? Why you never say you love me? And why you don't know what I like to eat? Husband and wife is that you can help me to mop the floor or not? At different stage, we use different tone to talk to different people. At work, we have different problems also. Why my boss give me more work? Why the other lady every day down there shaking so easy job? So we are always comparing things in a way that we thought we are the unlucky one. But how about looking at we are actually the chosen one to be really, really blessed? So that's where we really need to go on this opportunity and grab an opportunity. So for the last few days being a holiday period, I also spent a bit of time with the family watching some movies, some series. And there's this series that I was watching with the family, and it caught my attention that I just want to keep watching because there is a mentor inside this movie. He's a mentor to the lawyer. Okay, and he tells this lawyer, even the lawyer, they are very well educated, they should have a lot of wisdom. But sometimes, being a human being, they still live in the past, right? They still hold on to things, grudges that they cannot let go. So end of the day, they thought their wisdom at work can actually help them solve a lot of problems, but actually they cannot. So many a times you see people at a very high level of career path, they have a lot of other personal problems that they cannot resolve. Why? First thing that affected them was definitely ego, because they are too egoistic, they are too high up. So this mentor of hers tell her one thing: you learn to let go the past, live in the present moment, and cherish whatever you have. Then I resonated so well with these three sentences because I thought that's exactly what we are learning in this method. And then it brings me back a lot of memories, you know. Before Superman Secret Code, I used to hate the person that got me into this financial situation. But after I came to Superman Secret Code, especially in one of the workshops where Master teach us that we have to learn our enemy. So difficult to learn your enemy. But then when I start to turn it around with my mind switching, become very grateful to this person who made me realize what I've not done right at that moment. What I've not made the right choice at that moment. What was it that I was, then I was blinded with greed now. Because everybody thought, wow, doing business should make money, a lot of money. So I was actually blinded with. So then after that, because of that workshop I attended, I think one of my first two workshops I attended, I learned to be grateful to this person. Since then on, when I learned to let go, I realized that actually life can be more relaxed. So when we want to hold more grudges, we are actually living in the past. So we really need to grab the opportunity to live in the present moment. So Frenchie is, when we look at this Frenchie, we realize that that's exactly what Master, right? When he looked at us in his eyes that can swallow and interact. Then we'll see him, sometimes, especially I think Crystal and me, we have the experience going up at the big event on the stage, talking to Master. He may be just standing there looking at you, but we know we are receiving a blessing. Okay, and what's most important is that we must embrace ourselves. We must brave ourselves up to go forward at any point of time we think we should go forward. Because why? We don't want to live with regrets. So many times, last time I always one. Nowadays I try not to already. So when my husband I'll tell him to because when you're I think negative energy to come in. Okay, so we really need to grab hold. So what Frenchie has actually told Alex is that because Frenchie already saw all his problems. Okay, and it says here in page 17, I highlighted the word a firm yes. Right? So we ask ourselves, do we have a firm yes that we want to stay strong in this golden journey that all of us have already chosen to embark on? Are we still on the rocking boat? Are we still one moment yes, one moment no? Right? Because most of us come into this system at the start is either we are curious or we are skeptical or we just want to challenge somebody, want to prove somebody wrong that this system cannot work for me. Right? So that moment probably has already passed. I'm sure all of us knows that we need to have a strong, firm yes in order for the blessings to keep coming. Because when we are not decided yes or no, but the universe wants to give you, the universe also yes or no. Because they feel that we are not ready. Like you remember in class, Master always asks us, right? Are we ready? He always tells us, he always asks us this question, are you ready? Because he said all the blessings and all these things are meant for people who are ready to receive. So when you're not ready, even the blessings come down, boom, you'll start to drop it. Then you cannot grab. Right? So every moment we must tell ourselves, especially our heart, must always be a very, very firm yes that we are ready, we are ever ready. So that's very important. Okay, and it also says here, as long as you face the problems wholeheartedly and commit to your words and promise, then everything will gradually be solved one by one. So the key word here is we have to actually embrace it wholeheartedly and commit. Okay, you need to commit to your words. That's why when you in your repentance and magic, when you do negotiation with the negative, and those are the times that you commit to your words. Because the negative energy is watching you. But negative energy also watch you whether are you ready enough. You say that you don't want to do this thing anymore, then you watch your eyes, are you ready enough? Then you repeat a mistake, you know you're not ready. So it's the same thing. So it's just a cycle. So how we send the signal to our negative energy, how we send signal to the universe, is all whether how strong we want to do it. So whether you want to send in a reverse way or you want to send in a forward way, it's really your choice. So yesterday I was having a conversation with my brother and my nephew, because they are both fighters. Then I realized that they were talking about flying, they were fly about very windy. Then they tell me, no, the wind definitely circulates this way. No matter how, the wind circulates this way. It's just that it may be stronger, it may be not as strong. But it will always go in one direction. So that's what they learn in the aviation world. Then I realized, I said, oh, not the other way, then we got tornado or whatever. So they said, no, the wind always goes in one same direction. So same for us, we have one direction. So we know we're all going to the forward direction. We want to follow master's journey. We want to follow master's direction. But sometimes we fall apart, right? Because we think, okay, 那个野花好像蛮好看的。Then we start to do it. So there's this song, right? 路边的野花不要采 which is true, right? So I think Master also quoted this, I think 2 or 3 years ago. He also mentioned that. So when we walk, we need to be observant over what is over us, but we need to stay very focused so that we can actually grasp all the things that we want to behold and that we can make changes to our life instead. So you see, Alex in first he was also not yes, not correct. He won, but then he don't want, but he was so blessed with a ticket. You know, so this is really a gift of the universe. And then when we make his choice, as we read later, we will realize that how to actually turn around the situation. Alright, so at this point, should we invite our 君姐来跟我们一起分享？来，怎么好一点？没事，你可以用华语来分享。我们的3个闺蜜的分享，还是他们很多还没有听过你的分享。
感恩今天的开设老师，感恩2位主持人，还有现场的同学们，大家晚上好。
好，
我是秀怡，我也没有准备，突然请教我，我是简单的分享一下，因为我最近我在觉得自己不够努力，所以我最近比较努力一点看书。我发现呢，其实很多问题都是自己造成的，所以我们只要跟着看这个老师的步骤去做的话，你会进步很快。我也看到很多问题，好像最近我看书，我也觉得比较有进步了，也开始看到很多重点了。最重要你要跟着他的步骤去做，然后我们最重要是先把我们的思想、思维调正了，你方向就会错到哪里去。然后你要努力的、进步的去做，把那个步骤，每一个步骤都做对它，你就会减少很多麻烦，你就进步会越来越快啊。这是我最近参与到的，感恩。
允许我再访问你几句吧。可以说一下，刚开始的时候呢，应该是你女儿好像接到一个朋友的介绍，让你们去参加分享会。
对。
然后从你开始参加分享会，到你之后现在一直来陆陆续续上导师的课程，从你第一天接触冲马到现在，你感觉自己哪里开窍了，或者是还有呢，就是看到3位女儿的改变怎么样？
有啊，因为我的思想开始调整了，因为之前比较应该说是思维逻辑不正确，所以跑到很多冤枉路。自从跟老师学习了，而且我在新同业有问过他跟我，其实他是一针见血看到我的问题，因为我从来没有正式的去反思自己问题出在哪里。最近我一路来都有反思，自从他丢了我都慢慢在反思，确实，他讲的是很对的。我跟着去做，我就很多东西就吸引很多好的东西在我身边了。包括我的思想啊、行为方面都在改善中。而且每天都在进步。无论在健康、思想、其他方面做的都在进步中。
那你3位女儿的改变？
他们就看他们自己。
你觉得他们在哪里现在比以前优秀了？
至少比以前勤力一点。
勤力一点啊，因为我妈妈在以身作则嘛。
因为我觉得自从我丈夫去世过后，我就好像整个人好像没有光明这样。后来他们看到我这样就叫我去参加这些，去学习各种各样的东西啊。后来我能在一起来，我自己的妈妈都然后那些不好的东西就慢慢离开我而去了。我离开了那些东西，我才进入到草地，那个草马的。
才有个机会进到中国来学习的，好了。
很棒哦，哇！而且我听说你说你的飞速会比较快，是吗？
哦，对。小时候，我还有就是那时候一场火灾，我们那边发生一个很大的火灾，我是从那边惊吓到，而造成的后遗症来的。因为那火嘛，我一煮菜就火，我他们靠近我就会喜欢了。
哦，
是这样造成的。
就是被那一次的经
那个
历，
火灾记忆太深了，因为我还没独自跟家人走上了啊，跟那些村民一起跑去一个森林，而且去那个树林的话，要经过一条很深的河，那条河就只有一条树丛可以经过，又很深，我又很小，分分钟会掉下去，又很滑，那会造成的后遗症来的。我是去美国过后，那个参加导师的那个。
美国团，
那边才人家提起来，我才想起。
哦，然后就学会了放下这个记忆。
对的。
哇，是不是因为看到了在美国团的那些大自然？
对。
是吗？哇，很棒哦！哇哦，OK，感恩你，感恩。Let me do a simple translation. I think this will be for the benefit of everyone. So, Suyin Jie, she started in this journey because of the daughter. So, Mei Jing was the one who got the contact from a friend to come to a 分享会. So, she came to the 分享会together from just being curious. And she used to be a very hot-tempered person. So, we know the reason why she's hot-tempered. Because when she was young, they had a very bad encounter with the village. So, there was the village actually caught fire. And in order to run away with the villagers, they have to go through a very, very narrow path in order to run out for survival. So because of this bad experience, so as she grew up and after the loss of her husband, so when the three girls sometimes go near her, the fire just struck. So it could be because of actually she was trying to protect the kids, but she didn't know how to let go that. Again, and very, very fast, she went, I think last year, right? 是去年去美国哈. Last year she went to the US trip. And that's where she learned to let go. She was reminded of this incident, okay, and then she learned to let go. And recently, she put more focus in her learning because she knows that there are some areas she's still lacking. So she starts to read more books. She starts to really diligently practice all the steps that Martha has mentioned, and with the tweak of your mindset, okay, and the direction very, very clear where you want to go. So that's where we can see her. She's actually happy and good, right? And of course, being a mother, learning together with the three daughters, they are actually influencing one another. 你们可以互相提醒，如果圣美给你脸色看，就可以跟他笑一笑，他就知道哦，还是要得奖哦。So you see, as a family, when you learn together, you will remind each other. But then, actually, when a family learn together, I find there's a lot of chance for you to learn to do 营造，是不是？一家人在学习，其实很多机会可以营造。对啊，因为你一营造，对方就知道，哎，对，其实他在营造，我就要接受，我就要回，我就要返回，然后我一回的话，可能要回好的东西。Right, so as a family, when you learn together, I find it's a very, very good chance for us to learn how to create more emotion. Right, that's one of the homework that we're doing. Because when, let's say, 赞美 create something, so if the mother don't reciprocate in a positive way, then she knows that she's not practicing what she's supposed to apply, or what she learned from class. So it's very amazing. Okay, and we saw how they grow, the three of them with the mother. And today I'm so happy to see her coming in our English class. Yeah, so it is very good. So 你要常来哦。哦，拜四要上课，那这边不用上课。LTC 不放假哦，OK 吧？他也是在学习啊，他是去 LTC 课程去的。学校放假。哦，你在学什么？Wow, she's meant to be an assistant to her TCM doctor. Wow. So you see, she's still upgrading at her age. So you see, age is never a limit, it's just a number. Alright, so as we still able to breathe, we need to continue to learn. And I think for her, one very important thing is her soul life, she regain her soul life. 对吧？灵命的提升。So because of all your uplifting of your soul life, you can learn to let go. Alright, so this is something that's very important. So as we saw just now before we officially start the session for today, You saw there's actually a video promoting about 3次英国制多少. Alright, so there's a 上册、中册、下册. So it talks about your past life, your present, and your future life. So a human life will come to an end, but also life will continue. So that's why it's so important to understand what is cause and effect. 为什么要了解因果? Okay, and we need to know everything about all this info so that we know we want to have affinity and closure to all things that is not a happy ending in this life. So that we don't need to carry all this sorrow and pain to our next life. Because our soul life is true. Alright, so that is exactly, and we are looking forward for the launch of this 3 booklet. I believe the English translation will come follow soon after that. So once we get it, we want to share with more people. But do remember, as what Master said, it's okay if you just share the 中册, 上册、下册没有给, it's okay. Don't need to force them to take 3 booklet. Okay, they can choose whatever they want, and then if they are 有缘善良人, they will come back to look for the other 2 books. Okay, and actually today we wanted to sing the new song, but sorry, pardon, I overlooked to prepare the lyrics. So hopefully next week we'll get it up. There's a song that's along together with the launch of the 3次英国制多少 is 风记得我走过. It's very relevant. Yeah, the song was trying to sing. Master song is getting the standard. Not easy to sing, but if you really listen to the lyrics, it's very, very relevant. Alright, so 感恩咯，下面有东西要补充吗？下面没有东西要补充，或者是你看到妈妈的有什么变化？You can speak English because she speaks very well in English.
Hello. Actually, gratitude to Master Ted, gratitude to the host, and gratitude to everyone. And then I just want to add something for my because last time before she joined the scholastic course, right? Her temper is not very good. And then every time when we go to the kitchen to help her, since we are young, right? When we are kids, right? We go inside the kitchen, then she will directly scold us. Even that we just go to take a water to drink, then suddenly she in the kitchen, right? She will start going without any reason. Yeah, and then after that, besides that, at home, right? She tried to do everything by herself, not because we are very lazy, because she do very fast, and then we ask her slow down. If some time, right? She will try to do all the things. But after she joined the scholastic club, right, she started to change her behavior. And then inside the kitchen, she become more 德香. And then all the things, right, she feel us become more hardworking because she started to get things slower and slower. Give us the chances to do the thing by ourselves. Not because of us, we don't want to do, but because she do too fast already, we don't have the chance to do. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So it is the way it also things like sometimes we do very fast, but then we never give our children a chance to learn, right? So end up they are brought up in a way that they are so pampered. They don't know how to do their things. Then next time when they marry off, then the mother-in-law says, "You don't know how to solve." Yeah, so all these things is a domino effect. So indeed, the great time we should also for us. We need to educate our next generation, right? We need to let them be hands-on, we need to educate so they understand and because what's more important, they need to be very, very independent. I still remember in the last Singkong week, right? Somebody asked, oh no, it's in Mao Hong Siu First now, Master give the chance for people to ask questions. So there's this lady that asked a question, right? She wanted very much that the daughter change job, can work from home. Then after the daughter really change job, work from home, then she get very agitated because when she work from home, she got to keep on buying food and things. Then Master answered in the other way. When first you want her to work from home, so she managed to work from home. Why are you not happy that she work from home? Second, Master said she's already an adult, and you're still worrying about buying food for the adult. So actually, you should let her be independent. So you see, a lot of things sometimes being parents, we are blinded. So now, after that, you all realize why she's so afraid you all go to the kitchen. Yeah. Actually, it's not because her temper is bad. Actually, if you look at the other way, she's bad. Because 她在炒菜嘛，有火， So she's very afraid. 她怕当初以前上一次的那个历史在重演。So that's why she's hot tempered. So if not for supervised single cook, maybe you all will know this reason. You all will uncover the truth. So every problem there's always a truth behind it. So only we ourselves can uncover it. And very good time, most of the time we realize that we uncover all this is through master class, all his workshop. Yeah, because in the workshop, the exercises that he did us with visualization is a bit more higher level, is a little bit deeper. So that's where we have a lot of chance to uncover ourselves. Right, Rebecca?
Yes, so here I mean, very much, right? And I see the three dogs always together with the mom. Yes, if it's a house with everyone in town, I think it's very easy to let us talk about our problems. Well, I recall Master saying that during the home show, the mother was complaining the son didn't improve and she been learning so long. 为什么没有改变？哇，this master was saying that 你要自己改才会儿子变善，这叫做改善。So very single words is very strong to me. You know what the meaning of 改善 So you have to change yourself and then your kids will change. 所以他才会变成善良。哇，the moment he told me this, I reflect myself. So I am the mother who always wants him to change. After joining supervising the cook, I had never come up this word. 我要你改，听我说我要你改。I had never said that till now, since 5 years ago. So things, the moment our language is contains a lot of energy. So every energy creates a positive energy instead of a negative one. So the moment we speak to them, we have to think properly before we talk to them in answer base. So we reduce the problem with our communication, with our problems, with our children when we talk. So very important. Master always tell us that 要有的效果. Well, my son was complaining some things about the boss, things like that. Then complains about someone. Against every time I hear him complaining, he's not happy with his life. And when he started new job, I start to hear him actually talk about the boss. He told me the boss is very good, take care of everyone, and the boss care about them a lot. So I tell him that 你要会有孝才会顺，所以叫做孝顺. So the moment although when I talk to him, he really take in, but I always go into a proper way. Don't like last time because we changed, we know things again. I start with slowly talk to him, and now today he tends to be more listens to me. So he knows that what is 孝顺，你要有孝，你的工作才会顺。So 如果你不会孝的话， it is not a difficult path. So this is the same thing Master always tell me. 要自己改，这叫做改善。It's very important when every single word in 东西I think he's always talking about us. when we reflect, say, how come Master is talking about me? How he know? So the 相比人话 also very important. And I am very grateful to Master why he come out with the 香男人术. In other course, I don't think he come out with the 香男人术. I always tell my husband, no, this the 香男人术 is actually talk about our guys. Then I'm very grateful with him because while we learning, this whole week he been helping me a lot. Because I don't have helper, my helper actually back to my daughter's house taking of the baby. So we actually do our own. We to take care of my own house, and then my mom is downstairs, in the same block. So everything we have to help around. And last night, my husband, after the guests went off, we have about 60 guests in the house for the whole day yesterday. And the cleaning job is very tough because we have to clear out the food, we have to clean up. And my husband is the one who help up. And he even fix the bar lights at the corridor to let people come in for buffet in the evening times. Then the light bulbs, there's 3 and connected until the thing like this is actually there. So you don't see any cable running around. His job is very neat. Must grateful. 看他的好 always must wait. When my temper is start to come out, I always think of Master say 要看他的好. So we have to anytime reflect the result. So he helped out, and then he went out to my house and get my jumbo vacuum. It's a water type vacuum. So he bring down the whole vacuum, and then he start the vacuum, and then I start to mop. And and Jasmine also help around in the kitchen. So grateful because we have 6 members in the family in supervised sector cook. We have 2 cousins and then my sister and then my first as a member, as they are all that we yesterday they came in for visiting also. We're very grateful we supervise the cook. If you like what the 上美妈妈 said, 一针见血，导师 say, very touching, very the 一针见血 is really drilled into your mind and soul, you know. When I'm in US, I asked Master why this again never 改善. This word is very, very touch me. And what Master says that 不可以操之过急，唯做天地事. So in everything in supervised code, we are doing for our own good. We are doing for the universe. We are doing for the negative to help us to switch to connect to the correct to the universe. So we 做天地事 just keep doing. Don't ask about yourself. The Master always said 只问耕耘不问收获. So the teaching is very helpful. You mean? Alright, I think can do some translations. 只问耕耘不问收获. Master always tell us that we can work hard. You don't ask about the
You don't
benefit
ask
of
about
the
the
thing.
reason,
The reason.
right? So you want to contribute, when you want to do something, do it out of your good will, not expecting a reason from that person.
We just keep moving.
Because when you're doing something and expecting something from return, actually you realize that you're greed yourself. Right? Unknowingly you're greed yourself. Yeah. So then you will just realize that, so when you want to do, you just do it without thinking what you're going to get in return. So that is good. That is only the time that you're really doing it out of all sincerity.
It is a long-term patience. We just keep moving like we're working in a farm, just do a plantation. We don't ask for harvesting what we want. The harvesting is actually is a good will in the future. So we just keep moving on as work hard in the farm.
And the good deeds will come to you one day as long as you want. So if you don't want to like, oh, I'm going to plant a tree, expect something like buy this tree, or else you must come and add water for me. You have to do it out of a wholeheartedly, not thinking that, oh, I'm good, I harvest this because I want this. Because when you have that thought, actually you realize your greed really comes out. Right? So actually this Chinese New Year, I also changed a lot. Because last time my family is very small, but my husband's family is very, very big. So I always don't like Chinese New Year because I said, I really go to the auntie house and see everybody, still need to go to the auntie house, still need to go to the auntie house. But over the years after supervised people have changed, I realized that it's because of respect, right? Even I see this auntie in house A, they still go back to the auntie house is because I have the respect, right? So at this time round, for the first time after so many years, my mother-in-law request my husband to cook for Chinese New Year. Finish cleaning my kitchen already, still want to cook. You know, the spring cleaning kitchen is very taxing, right? Pick up the things, scrub all the ugly, climb down. So then when he came back and he said, Mommy asked me to cook. And I said, aren't you having seafood? Yeah, we're having seafood. But because mother said there'll be guests coming, so she wants me to cook. I said, okay, what are you going to cook? So my husband is quite good at cooking the tudang chor and the chap chai. So I really that 3 deep breath, because I know I have to clean the kitchen. So then I said, okay, cook one. So then I was telling my sister-in-law, I said, Mommy asked Joseph to cook. Then he was like, yeah, why need to cook? Then wanted to cook, I don't trouble him. And I said, no, I think Mom is old. So I start to have more compassion over the situation. She's old, and being now for both sides, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law is the eldest really. So everybody will come. So she just wants to make sure she treat all the guests that's coming to the house with simple food. And after that, when guys cook, I don't know about that way. When guys cook, it's like the whole tabletop is full of things. So what I do, I don't want to see. Because last time I was like, Mr. Ho, the it's like, why you cut everything cannot put inside? So you pick up everything because they put inside. All those when we cook we only take what we need. The balance we will keep put inside. We will keep as we do, we pack, as we do, we wash. Or Shirley also. But when they cook one meal, they can use 10 bowls and 3 pots, you know what I'm saying? They're cooking one dish, so I Second night, you can cook, you have the kitchen, I go out and do my thing, I come back, then we went for reunion dinner, we bought the food there. So I also think last time I will change it, think faster go home, I need to finish my washing order. So I patiently wait and I go back and just clean. And then my daughter still ask me, Mommy, cannot clean already, no 12 o'clock, I say no part-time, anytime also I can clean. So I really clean up the whole kitchen right. And he knows because I have my own cleaning standard lah. So guys, so last time I will complain, why you not clean this part properly? But now, instead of doing that, our friend, hey, I think our eyesight is poor already. I also sometimes cannot see, that's why this part we never clean nicely. Actually, I'm trying to tell you that you never clean properly. But I will change my choice of words. Instead of pinpointing that person, why you never wash the bowl properly? Then I will say, I think our eyesight is I also not want, also not, so not so. So I really wash everything all over the game, but I start to have a change in the mindset. I see that first, he's happy while he's cooking for the family. I should let him enjoy what he did. Second, I should fulfill my mother-in-law wishes. Make her happy as well. And true enough, yesterday he was so happy. My mother-in-law was so happy because all the guests come and everybody eat the son's food. And she's so proud that the second son cooked so well for everybody. So he also told me, hey, all my kinds of finishes. Very good, very good. So when you start to change, you realize that you're not putting pressure first on yourself. And the other person around them will start to feel that the changes. Yeah, then they don't have a fear. Last time I was very scared to touch the kitchen because you know I will make things. So same thing, right? I think last time Rebecca will sure make noise. Why you do things like that? Why you do things like that? Yeah, because we are more or less quite perfectionists at home, right? But when we learn to let go, you find that actually we are very happy. 这别早做一点 right? So I think it's a very good thing. So we are very, very grateful that we have this system that keep reminding us. Yeah, keep reminding us that every single thing that we come across, you really can apply what we learn in supervised learning. Alright, and don't forget, our master Wang Lukong Super is the most important. That's when we come back and really get ourselves recharged once a week. And this Sunday, our class will resume at 10:30 home classroom. So do remember to come back for our Lukong Super. Alright, so let's get to the second book. Yes, so we have Aaron and Adeline. And we're going to go to our book 2, Say No to Depression.
It's so amazing. I need to pass and to sleep. I always learn something new.
Yes, we always.
And thanks to the two hosts doing so much homework preparing all those notes. Let us know even more on that. Super life, super quotes. Say no to depression. Everything you need to know about depression and how to be. Say no to depression, shares everything about depression, and verifies the many unexplained illnesses and their causes. If you do not change, energy will not shift. Ultimately, you will be stuck. Many people belong to a high-risk group that potentially can suffer from depression, and there's a good chance that you and I are one of them. The rapid modernization of society, which is not parallel to spiritual development, has caused more and more people to plunge into depression. This book provides the secrets and simple practice to activate your inner self-healing superpowers that will liberate you from years of stored energy and pain. At one time or another, about half of us will experience some kind of mental health or emotional problems, and many will turn to a doctor for help and support. I recommend reading this book as it contains essential tools needed to overcome challenges in life.
Alright, we are going into our chapter 5, 105. 105, there isn't a page, but we go to chapter 5, when the mind, body, and soul resonate with the universe, we find happiness in life. So we are going to start on the page 107. Invite Ellen to help us to read on the page 107. 107. 107页。Oh, today Uncle Dick is not here. Alright, everyone
When
understand.
the mind, body, and soul resonate with the universe, you will find happiness in life. Delete the bad habits of past lives and present from the soul memory. Depression is caused by insufficient energy, which makes you extremely sensitive to everything. When you follow the Super Life Secret Codes system, you will monitor yourself every moment at the GPS. You will even have the ability to heal yourself. Often, when you feel a symptom in your body, you will get an examination and the results are very shocking. After the diagnosis, the doctor may prescribe some lengthy treatment. There are so many causes of illnesses, but most importantly, you need to self-reflect to find the bad habits that cause the leaks. Then plug the leaks and delete the bad habits of past life and present from the soul memory. Fully understand how to deal with all situations. Some of the spirits are very active and dynamic. You must calm in order to use your wisdom to deal with them. Your mind must be clear and sharp to find a strategy to deal with the spirits. You must protect yourself and family and avoid unnecessary problems. With diligent practice, your skills will improve, your sensitivity will increase, giving you more insight and understanding of big and small things in life. You will then be better prepared to deal with all situations. When your logic is correct, the life path will be clear. When one first learns he has depression, he is overwhelmed and it is hard to accept. Imagine your thoughts and logic are energy in pipes. If you have the wrong thoughts or logic, your energy flow will be misguided. When the energy flow is misguided, it can become blocked and create more complications. If you do not try to solve it, your future is bound to suffer. You may experience illnesses like depression or bipolar disorder. Therefore, it is only when your logic is correct that your life path will be clear.
Now it's just a little dots on your life timeline. Most people have difficulties letting go of problems they had for a long time. Carefully review your past. Look at the events that were so painful and block your progress. Holding on to this will affect your moods and cause it to fluctuate. Life goes on and every event, good or bad, is just a dot on your life timeline. Like a little drops of black ink in the buckets of clear water, clean water, it pollutes everything. A small drop in your life can pollute your life, mind, and soul. Remember to look at your entire spiritual life and realize now it's just a little dots on your life timelines. A glance of death can be the cure for grief. For people consumed by grief that will not let up. He offers advise them to visualize death or watch videos of bodies getting cremated. For the ordinary, a glimpse of death can be a cure for grief by letting the mind calm down and clear through the noise and distraction. Instead of living this life with regrets and unfinished business, why not grasp onto your time and transform the next of your life to a better now and for the future? Friction is often caused by overly sensitive positioning. Because your past life positioning is incorrect, it produces many problems. For example, someone insults you and that makes you angry. Or some people are rude and that frustrates you. Friction is often caused by overly sensitive positioning and that creates an imbalance in your mind. Be careful, as these types of change reactions will eventually evolve into a devastating situation. Reprogramming the wrongful mindsets and experience based on the laws of the immortal spirit. If so, this time science creates to evolve and your data stays with you. Most importantly, You must reprogram the wrongful mindsets and experience from your soul. Memories, correct the improper logic and views, and make sure that the positioning is set to the positive directions. Once on track, good things will come once after another. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan and Adeline. Yes, reprogram the wrongful mindsets and then experience correctly. It's going to our law of attractions. If you key in the bad data, you always appear the bad things come out. It's like a movie. Because last time in the side before supervised the hope, I always think of bad thing, and the bad thing will just come in, and then they just keep praying like that. Everything is that it's a real movie. It show in front of me. It's like I feel sad of my son. I feel kanchiong because he go out late and I cannot sleep. I turn into my anxiety. I'm very worried every night. So this thing keep worry. I feel I go crazy at night. I cannot sleep, and I walk up and down for so long. And the moment when I joined in supervising the code within the 2 months, I actually found my correct path. So things a law of attraction is very important. And then think of the right mindset. If you always think of bad one, then you always create a bad the what it says that the karma comes in. So yes, the importance of these frictions is often caused by overly sensitive position things. So yeah, really it helps us on these few pages. I didn't have things to add on.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Alan and Emily. In fact, you see, as we read, depression actually, in simple understanding, is actually really caused by insufficient energy. So that makes us extremely sensitive to everything. So this, I was having a conversation with my brother and sister-in-law. So my mother-in-law has Parkinson, and then lead to depression, also because loss of the husband many years ago. So as when she has depression, dementia also comes in. All the whatever illness also come together. So until such a time that being their children, they also actually don't come anymore. So they just have to like go along, right, be in the moment together with them. And all this, we all know that at this point of time, at their age, already past 80s, what we can only do is we always can send rest. But while we're still young and hopping around and still energetic, we need to know depression comes along is because sometimes when your energy goes very low, if you don't pick yourself up, you start to hide in the corner, you start to go every day, finish, you want to go home, you just want to hide, draw your curtain, every day, right? Then you have to be very, very careful. Those are actually a lot of symptoms. So there are many, many causes of illnesses, and most importantly, we need to self-reflect to find out the bad habit and what causes the risk. So many a times we know we have got bad habits, but we may not know how to do away with the bad habit, right? So grateful for Pizzagood can actually help us uncover a lot of our CT, our bad habits, and then teach us how to actually, with master's method in the books, how to actually overcome our bad habits, right? So as long as we identify it, we stop repeating it, one day you will definitely be successfully to let go of the bad habits. Okay, and when your logic is correct, the life path will be clear. So in this cultivation journey, actually you realize a lot of us when we are sharing, most of us will use the word 我们的逻辑思维调整, right? Because our logic and our心态, our mindset have all switched. So because of all this readjustment, okay, and we realign ourselves, you'll find that a lot of things, those things that last time doesn't make sense to you, now can make sense out of it, right? And of course, now it's just a little dot on your life, right? Everybody has a different now. Your now may be 60 year old, my now I'm 56, some may now, that's a 22. That is 22, so 22, you see, everybody now on the page, on the top is very different. Right? So everybody now is at a different juncture of their life. But most importantly is you must see your now. If you cannot see your present now, means 你还在蒙在鼓里. you're still everyday blur blur. You don't know whether you are still doing things right or you're doing things wrong because you can't even find your person. So it's very, very important because when you know your present now, you know at which stage of life you're in. That will help you to know what you can find and what are the areas that you need to act on. That's like what Suyin 姐 said. She realized that, in first is 星空夜雨 Fairy Starry Night. I remember what was the question she asked master, and I also remember what master told her. So when 点到了那个点哦
channel open.
，yeah，打开了，开关嘛
Channel
，yeah，
open.
once you 开关 already 啊，有弄通了。So you will know that that moment, that now, what is the problem that you need to achieve. Alright, so I chanced upon this video that is very, very long ago, many years ago. It's about a kid, how he actually overcome his illnesses through supervised support. So I thought I just want to share it with all of you. And then after that, I've got one more video to share.
People have someone. I thought you asked me to do something. So
You're prepared for it? Is that right? Yes. Alright, let's watch this.
You will never procrastinate again once you understand this, because psychologists have recently discovered that the real reason why you
I am a master son for changing my life for the better. I'm sure that if I hadn't come to this training for these 4 weeks, that I would still be someone who was afraid of communicating with others and like always speak awkwardly and not know what to say in a lot of situations. But now that Master Sun has given me this help, I feel much more confident of my life, and I'm not afraid of interviews or anything. With enough practice, I think that my life will be much better than what would have happened before. And in the past, a psychiatrist told me that I have Asperger's, but with Master Sun's understanding that I was an ascetic in a former life who just needed practice, I don't think I have any problems now. And with enough practice, my life will change for the better. And I know that Master Sun has taught me the techniques that like people who are really good at speaking, like talk show hosts and salesmen use. And I've learned from him that those aren't things you need to be born with. Even if you're not good at speaking, without any training, that won't change. But after learning these techniques from Master Sun, I've learned that anyone can learn these techniques and perfect them with the proper practice. So I believe that Master Sun can solve any problems that you may have, and I would highly recommend that you see him if you have any problems that you need help with.
I received this video from one of our fellow practitioners when I first joined supervised group. Then I just realized that wow. So that day I was refreshing and then I realized this. So you see, any kind of illness, actually a lot of time, illness leads to energy. Energy also affects our illness. So what he's trying to tell us is a kid is autism issue. Okay, and Master also tell us that we need to be our own salesman. We need to be a salesman of our own life. And that's what Howard said. We are all not born to know how to speak, right? Maybe I'm born to know how to hold a mic and speak to folks, but I'm not born to say words with a lot of wisdom. So all this is also through all our learning, through all our cultivation journey. So no one is born to know how to do something perfect. No one is born to not to know anything in life. So it's about the decision, whether you want to learn, right? You want to pick it up. Like just now, Amy come in wishing us in Chinese New Year in Chinese. Yeah. And 很准确的发音呢，
So it's also her decision that she wants to learn all this in her own capacity. So everybody has your own freedom, right? So 君姐 has the 开开关. So do you have the 开开关? That's very important, right? But if you want to remain switched on all the time, you will forever be switched on. No one can go and on the light for you. Even if you on the light for you, you're still switched on. You on it again, you're still switched on. Because the same learning of that. So many a times we need to first open the door to our heart. Okay, so that's where we need to go and hear more testimony. So at this point of time, you want to remember on February 28th, we have a very, very important friend template. Okay, and this template is very, very important because we have 5 friends. We want to hear from their story, how they actually have even more blessings in their life after supervised school. You want to introduce about them?
Yes, the first of sharing was Susan. She's one of the song peoples. And
She's also someone who will help the
she's
session.
also so the snaker rule, and then the husband and the two some organs of it. And then the other one is Mr. Vic. This is a very good sharing because of the during the COVID time, and then he was stuck in Malaysia, and then Jennifer, his wife, is in Singapore. So how the noblemen and even said they bring friends to listen to the learn and sharing, because when we start supervising the course, the MP visits his house, and then he got to advise his PR in Singapore and got the house. So without supervising the course, it won't be so easy to be a nobleman for now. And it's an MP to our house. This is very happening. And the other one is Annie. Annie is also always got a very great story, and help us with the influences. The other one is the most very VIP people, they are the person in charge from the Penang. So they are coming, they're flying over from Penang to Singapore. So bring a lot of friends to this love and gratitude sharing. Very important sessions. Yeah.
So because Jackie they almost lost her life, and it's because of supervised school, 真的是不药而愈。
Yeah. So it's not easy to just get a ticket to fly over, because they are very busy in Malaysia. They also doing a lot of sharing in their classroom. So grab the very good times on this 28th February and invite new friends in. Yeah. So we also have some buffets for high tea in the afternoon, and importantly, is also invites them to our master science classes.
Yes, our lunch event.
Yes.
All right, now we have another video to share. I think we all know in today's world, master keeps stressing, right, since 2025. 我们要真的要懂得善良，我们真的什么东西都要懂得沟通。So let's watch this video.
打完这一局，
你现在怎么一天到晚就知道打游戏啊？
哪有一天到晚？我每天
你顶什么嘴啊？我给你买个手机，就让你天天打游戏的是吗？拿过来，拿过来！上个月月考考成什么样，你自己心里不清楚吗？我那是忙，没来得及说你，你自己说，上个月一共掉了多少名？这个破游戏，天天打，天天打，你干嘛去？开门，把门打开！怎么一天到晚就这锁门呢？打开！
孩子以前不是这样的，不知道从什么时候起他就变了。每一次吵架，他都把自己锁起。
谁让你锁门的？还学会锁门了是吧？我是不是管不了你了是不是？班主任又给我打电话了，怎么回事？自己说。
爸爸以前不是这样的，不知道从什么时候起，他就变得很没有耐心。每次一吵架就会提成绩，在他的眼里，好像只有我的成绩是重要的。 他从来不关心我喜欢什么，很多事情我都没有机会讲。
我好像除了他的成绩，其他事都没怎么关心。或许我真的忽略了一些事情，一些我没看见的事情。
哎，老婆，儿子最喜欢的明星是哪个呀？
你怎么不自己去问呀？
哎呀，你快说快说！
他房间好像有张海报，叫……
你等会儿啊。啊，你说是哪个？
梦泪。
哪个泪？
眼泪的泪。
眼泪的泪是吧？你等一下啊。啊。
这小子每天只玩1个小时。我对他是不是太严厉了？我都忘了，我年轻的时候也有偶像。这些他从来没跟我讲过，而我也没有跟他聊过。
我想告诉爸爸，我不是一个长不大的孩子。
我们总是忘了，孩子也是会成长的。
其实爸爸为我做了很多事情，
而我们自己也需要成长。
我不应该总把自己锁起来。
有些锁需要彼此一起解开。
才能打开反锁门是吗？反锁
Yes, it's
反锁的心
the
门。Alright, so you see the key to communication is very, very important. While we may be very kind and hard sometimes outside, but at home we don't know how to communicate. So when we learn to communicate, we actually didn't hear the other person's their thoughts. You know, the last time when my daughter is young, Mommy, I want to, say, don't say wrong because I already stopped her from saying, right? So they don't have chance to tell us what they actually want to share. So, and this initially all parents are like that. We only look at an academic result. But 蔡宇轩老师 taught us, right? 做人比分数还要重要 because we can have 100 points, but they may not be a very kind-hearted person as they grow up because if it's just academic doesn't mean they can be very kind-hearted person. So we must have a right focus on our children. So actually everything can be resolved just by communication. When you communicate to each other in the right time and the right place, a lot of things can be resolved. So this video also reminded us one thing, 我们要永远记得他们的好。刚才的上主在跟说，要记得 David 的好，我也记得 David 很好，每次泡咖啡，他的咖啡很好喝。So now, since you have a little bit of time, let's do another exercise today. We're going to use one song. This song 就是记得你的好。Write down the person that you think of and what you can remember about them. 可能是美婷，可能像美讲到美婷，记得美婷的好，或者记得妈妈的好，right? And then can be your parents, or even the helper. Any person that when a song play, close your eyes, the first person that comes to your mind right now, things that you should let's try to do. You can use your handphone, those who want pen and paper, let me know. I get you pen and paper. 你可以用手机打出来，写写你想到的这个人，记得他的好的每几点。如果你需要写下来的话，我们可以给你指和笔。我们今天播放音乐，我们用一首歌的时间，让我们去提醒自己，想想我们身边的人，你们记得吗？有，记得吗？接下来的地方会更大哦，会动得到哦。嗯。也是不止一个人哦，可能好几个人都 OK。There be a few people you want to remember their food. Write them down. Next is your writing down your level of gratefulness for everything. Because it's only with love that we gratitude to this person. The more you can remember what this person has done.
Maybe you thank to the person after class. We say thank you to the person. Yeah. Or we can always say send blessing to the person. So you see, when we quiet down, then we start to realize that actually there's a lot of things that someone else has actually done well for us. But when we are in a state of anger or rushing, 往往我们不会记得。So a lot of things, that's why Master always says that 我们需要把心静下来。You need to calm yourself down, find your own quiet time every day to do what you need to do in order to uplift your cultivation journey. Charlie, today is 写很多哦。你看，One Master Song, I think it's all about needs returns, 不要被大风吹倒。And every time I think of this thing, I always control. Yes. We reflect and then we actually have a break to stop. Yeah. 不要被大风吹倒。Because we have been learning, physically we have been learning our cultivations. We do a lot on our step 1 to 3. So never replay back that thing again. Master always tell us 要有德。So 德 is very important. Don't just learn and then over there lick and then start to scold people. So these are calling 道德. So always remember just to do our cultivations and then be more strong and strong. Yeah. Yes, and of course, right now we all want to remember very important date in March 14 and 15. Do join us in the upcoming concert and the workshop. 新人爱黄金星辰 Believe in Love, begin a golden new journey. And we're going to share with you the introductory video of this upcoming class in March.
人生其实存在于许多不同的维度之中，从1维、2维、3维、4维、5维、6维，甚至还有不可考、不可测的多重维度。而正是这些维度，形塑了我们的认知，影响了我们的选择，也最终决定了我们所走向的结果。行遍世间天下路，唯有修行不误人。当一个人真正进入修行的次第，尤其是进入超级生命密码系统的学习之后，我们不再只用单一视角看世界，而是借由生命的密码、天地的加持、天地的祝福，开启更多维度的看见。而这个看见，不只是改变结果而已，它让我们不再只是舞台上的被动演员，而是能够跃升为更大舞台的演员、编剧，甚至是导演。让我们开始有能力理解剧本，调整节奏，选择角色，甚至重新设计整个人生的走向。然而，无论我们正站在什么样的舞台，处于什么样的阶段，身处哪一个领域，若要把这个维度演绎得更好，要把这一出人生之戏导演得更精准、更圆满，我们都必须进入一个关键核心 programming， 也就是编程。因为人生不只是感觉，不只是努力，而是一套正在运作的系统，而系统必须被编程。迈入2026年，我们将正式进入人人闻风色变的赤马红羊年。尤其在这个关键转折期，有3把火同时启动。火在考验，火在加速，火也在淬炼。这不是惩罚，而是升级；不是淘汰，而是筛选。在这样的年代里，靠运气已不够，靠旧模式更无法前行。我们唯一能做的，就是有意识地编程自己的人生，编程我们的心念，编程我们的选择，编程我们每天所走的每一步。这正是这个时代修行者真正的功课。2026年的春季就在3月14日至15日，天然文化春季盛会 将陪伴每一位愿意前行的人，再起新程，一起编程。我们不是被命运推着走，而是站上人生的主控台，为自己的下一个维度正式下指令。
Yes, so this is going to be an online class with Master because it will be in US. And in Singapore, we have actually booked a venue in Jurong E2I. So for those who have not grabbed hold of the tickets, do let us know. We can help you to purchase some tickets. And if you do have any problem getting the tickets, then let us know. We will be more than happy to try to secure the ticket. What's most important is don't miss the date. Alright, March 14 and 15, if you can join us in physically in class will be better, so that we can be more, the resonance is actually stronger because they're surrounded by all positive energy people. And this time around, I think the whole concert, all the 3 hours on song. Because Master has written so many songs. He has written 20 over songs already. So he asked us to stand by our tissue paper. Because many首歌都会很动人。Alright, so please do not miss this opportunity. So March 14 and 15, mark the date now. And what's most important is invite more new friends to come and join us together in this event. And of course, before that, keep coming back to the classroom every week. So we have 2 classrooms in Singapore, PPC and LTC. We're running classes all over. But this is the only English class happening in Singapore right now every Thursday. So if anybody has any other questions or anything to share today? No? 你现在怎么会来？想起我们了。So you see, this is also a very good attitude because there's no class in MPC. So she can actually choose to go home and sleep, or go shopping, or go and eat, or go and do something else, but she chose to still come to class. So this is what she has really cultivated this discipline in her. So she knows every week she needs to focus certain time, dedicate certain time to go to the classroom to learn from all positive energy people. So it's very important. And of course, we are once again, as what we saw in the video, in 2026, it's really a year of election. 筛选的我还很多，真的 from since January to now, so many fire. Yesterday, Poland residents in fire. And this afternoon, I was telling my husband in the car. In China, they play firecracker. Also, 15 people died because from firecracker become explosion. So there's a lot of fire, and that's what Master has reminded us. Year 2026 is really a year of being selected. So all of us, we are so blessed that we are in this supervised code. So we need to 珍惜当下，好好的活在当下。And most important, don't forget to continue to read Master's book. He has already got 74 books right now. The latest book is 邀你幸福. Okay, and he purposely launched this book and just in time before Chinese New Year as he's sending all his blessings for all. So for those who want to grab more of the book, just keep a lookout. I think we will be going around asking for people who wants to order the book. Alright, yes. So we will see you all next week, same time, same place. Gratitude to Master, gratitude to the universe, and gratitude to the Almighty Sun. And of course, thank you for everyone watching online. And we'll see you next week.
See you on this coming Sunday.